You know, as a species, we're obsessed with exploring. We look up at the stars, we send probes to the absolute edge of our solar system, but what about the ground right here beneath our own feet? It turns out the final frontier might not be out there at all. It might be right here, deep inside our own planet.
We've stood on the roof of the world, right? We've planted our flags where the air is so thin you can barely breathe, and the view just goes on forever.
We've literally left our footprints on another world. We bounced around in low gravity on the moon, 250,000 miles away from home.
But with all that ambition for all of our looking outwards, have we even really explored our own home? So let's flip the script. Let's turn our gaze downward and go deep into the most incredible holes humans have ever dug to see just how far we've managed to go.
Okay, our first stop on this journey downwards takes us to the deepest point humans have ever physically reached. It's actually a forgotten relic of the Cold War's crazy scientific race. So picture this. It's 1970. In the stark, frozen tundra of Russia's Kola Peninsula, Soviet scientists start this absolutely audacious project. The goal? It was monumental. Just to drill deeper into the Earth's crust than anyone had ever dared to go before. And for more than 20 years, they just kept drilling, pushing the limits of what was technologically possible. So after all that time, all that effort, how far down did they actually get? They reached a staggering 12.2 kilometers. That's over 7.5 miles straight down into the Earth. It's a world record that, believe it or not, still stands to this day.
And here's where that number gets really mind-bending. If you could somehow take Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on the entire planet, and just flip it upside down and stick it in that hole, its peak wouldn't even touch the bottom. You'd still have kilometers to go.
But see, at these insane depths, the Earth itself starts to fight back. The temperatures just soared to 180 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to bake cookies. The pressure was so immense that solid rock started to behave like a thick, gooey plastic, twisting and snapping their drills. In the end, the planet won. They had to abandon the project, and today, this incredible monument to human ambition, it's just sealed shut with a simple metal cap.
But going deep isn't always about a single needle-thin point, right? Sometimes our quest to dig down creates a wound on the planet of just breathtaking scale.
Welcome to the Bingham Canyon Mine in Utah. This is the largest man-made excavation on Earth. And I'm not kidding. This thing isn't just a hole, it's a canyon we carved ourselves, so massive that astronauts can actually spot it from orbit.
Okay, check out these numbers. It's over 4 kilometers wide, and it plunges 1.2 kilometers into the ground. It looks like this giant inverted pyramid with these huge terraces spiraling all the way down. And on those roads, you can see trucks the size of small houses crawling along like tiny ants. It's just a constant reminder of our relentless search for resources.
Now let's switch gears completely. Imagine trying to dig deep, I mean really deep, without any of those powerful machines we've just been looking at. Imagine doing it with nothing but your own 2 hands and sheer willpower.
For this, we have to travel back in time to the 1800s, near Brighton, England. This was way before powerful drills or giant excavators. Back then, digging deep was a purely human challenge, an epic battle powered by sweat and grit alone.
The Whittingdean Well was just this grueling, relentless project. The workers, they had the most basic tools, shovels to break the earth and buckets on a rope to haul it all the way back up to the surface, piece by piece. It was a true test of human endurance against solid rock.
They dug down to an astonishing 390 meters. Can you even imagine descending into that dark, narrow shaft, hundreds of meters underground, the air getting thick and stale, just chipping away at the earth day after day, week after week? It's still one of the deepest hand-dug wells in the world, a monument to what pure human determination can pull off.
So far, we've only been talking about digging straight down. But these days, the modern quest for what's beneath our feet has taken this radical, high-tech turn sideways.
This technique is a true marvel of modern engineering. At places like the Al Shaheen oil field, engineers drill down for a bit, and then they execute this perfectly controlled curve to start traveling horizontally, literally snaking through specific rock layers for miles and miles.
The total length of some of these wells is more than 12 kilometers. The precision this requires is it's astonishing.
It's kind of like trying to thread a needle that's miles away from you, completely underground while you're totally blind. It's an absolutely incredible feat of technology and control. So, we've drilled deeper than mountains are tall. We've carved canyons you can see from space. We've threaded needles through miles of solid rock. But after all these incredible feats of engineering, here comes the truly humbling reality check. And this chart, wow, this really lays out the truth in stark terms. Our greatest achievement, that 12.2-kilometer Kola borehole, is barely a pinprick on the surface of our own planet. The distance to the Earth's core is over 6,300 kilometers. We haven't even made it 0.2% of the way there. We've barely scratched the paint. I think this analogy just says it all. It's like drilling through the skin of an apple and thinking we've explored the fruit. The vast, vast interior of our world remains a complete mystery to us.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? We spend so much time and energy looking up, out into the endlessness of space. But maybe, just maybe, some of the greatest mysteries, the most ancient history, and the most extreme environments are waiting for us right here, in the undiscovered world just beneath our feet.
If this journey into the Earth sparked your curiosity, do us a favor and hit that like button. And hey, I've got a question for you in the comments. Which of these incredible depths would you most want to explore? And of course, don't forget to subscribe to join us on our next deep dive. Thanks for exploring with us.